The July 8th flood has not left the memories of residents of Lekki Phase 1. A part of the fence at the main gate has collapsed, exposing the area to some security threat. However, they are afraid that more danger may loom unless something was done to the existing canals, especially the one that crosses the Central Mosque and the Catholic Church. Stay with us.
The effect of the Lagos flood of July 8th has continued to generate fears in the Lekki Phase 1 and other adjoining estates within that vicinity. The massive flooding had washed everything on its path away, resulting in losses. In his reaction, the Commissioner for Environment, Lagos State, had blamed the residents for being careless with the canals and drains.
Why the effect became so damning on us is because a lot of us acted irresponsibly. Look at Admiralty Way. It became so flooded that I can say here that it had never happened like that before. And you know one of the things that caused it? The gardener at the junction of one of the streets there, the bowl he or she was using, and the tires they were using there to put their pots on, went into the manhole and blocked it. I told my people, this should not happen here. Why? That's the lagoon down there, and we are up land here. So what's the problem? Eventually, we got to know that it was that manhole that was blocked. Coupled with the whip holes by the road, where those runoff from the road should enter and enter the big drain and take it to the lagoon, they've all been blocked.
However, one of the residents took Channels Television through what he thinks is a major contributory factor to the flood. A blocked primary canal he claims had not been cleared for years.
The main canal is supposed to take in the water from the minor ones and then drain it to the lagoon. It's grown trees, not weed anymore. And the unfortunate thing is that they come around from the authorities. They come in almost all the time, maybe once a week, tell us that they write the reports, and unfortunately nothing is done. So that is really the major issue in this area. The effect of flood is severe, as we all know. Unlike fire, people are always afraid of fire, but fire has solution. You can kill fire with water. But what you do to flood, you just have to prevent it. Otherwise, there is no remedy. So the solution is to clear the canal and remedy the flood.
There are several other canals within the estate which should ensure the smooth flow of water. But this particular canal, which begins at Adedeji Adekola Close off Freedom Way, cuts across the Central Mosque, the Catholic Church, and has been overtaken by weeds and other debris.
The three canals, if they are properly cleared, you won't have problem of flood in Lekki Phase 1. You have good drain. Now, what the challenge has been is the neglect, so to say, of the major canals. For the minor ones, of course, people make effort to clear them, like the one on Adedeji. People tried as much as possible. At a point, we even contributed to get part of the major canals that linked Adedeji, or that started from Adedeji through the Central Mosque to the Catholic Church, and clear them. But of course, we'll engage some manual labor. And they came and said, sorry, this is not the work they can handle. And of course, they actually willingly abandoned and said, please don't pay us. Because what they could use to clear this canal are just the swamp boogie, because they've been left undone for years, upward of 4 years. As you can see, they've grown weeds, and some of them, you can actually see trees growing on canal.
One major part of the estate that suffered a lot of damage is the fence by the first gate. The flood had beaten the wall so badly and eroding it from the base, which led to its collapse.
The problem is the linkage. And once the deluge, once heavy rain comes, water will find its own way. And that's why it took something that should be within 4 to 5 hours runoff time. It took over 2 days for runoff time for the drainage. But after 2 days, you see Lekki is dry again. So government did a very good job in terms of design, even in construction. Only little work of linking the secondary with primary, and that's all. For Lekki Peninsula, no much problem. So the volume of water was so much, and it squeezed through these 4 chambers. So they forced now centrifugal to the fence and eroded and first undercut the drainage channel and later undercut the fence and eventually the fence pulled down.
The current state of the fence has jeopardized the security of the area, and they want it fixed as soon as possible.
After the collapse of the fence, the area is no more secure because we even had issues of people coming to take 1 or 2 things from the compound. Battery, all those small items. So the collapse has created a vacuum in the security system. So I think government should hasten up to re-erect it before it can cause more harm.
The wet season continues, and going by NIMET prediction, more rains are expected. We hope the state government would not get overwhelmed by the volume of work at hand, and should there be anything we as individuals can do to prevent possible environmental disaster, we must get it done before we suffer the backlash.